Welcome to the Duck Duck Boom instructions. You can watch this in 2 times speed to learn faster, or use the chapter markers to jump to any section. Now the objective of Duck Duck Boom is to shoot the ducks and score the most points in duck cards. First step is to plan your hunting trip. Your trip can last from 1 to 3 days. This equals the number of rounds you decide to play. The highest combined score from all your rounds will be the winner. To set up, start by separating the boom cards from the duck cards. Shuffle both decks. Deal 7 of the boom cards to each player. Place both decks face down in the playing area. Be sure to keep the center clear for gameplay. Discard piles will be on the outside of the decks, like this. You start your turn with the option to reload. This means you can discard up to 2 boom cards and draw that many new cards from the deck. This gives you the chance to get rid of poor shot cards, or if you're holding too many cards that call in ducks. If you forget to do this and start your play, you lose the chance to restock your cards. You must continue play. Next, discard a decoy, call card, or motion duck spreader card to call in ducks. You will call in as many ducks that is written on the card. Place that card in the discard pile and flip over as many duck cards as instructed. If you do not have any of these cards, your turn is over and play continues to the left. Once the duck cards are laid in the middle, everyone shoots at the ducks. When shooting, you lay a shot card or a miss card face down. Now notice on the back of the cards, there is a shotgun pointing towards a duck. We designed the back of the card so that you point your gun towards each duck you shoot at. This helps keep the cards organized so you know whose card belongs to who when many players are shooting at many ducks. The back of the card is also upside down, so you can place the shot card down like this, inconspicuous, so no one sees. Do note that if you have a shot card in your hand and you have the opportunity to play it, it must be played. You do not have to play your miss cards. Once everyone has placed their shot cards, the player whose turn it is decides which duck to reveal first. The order here matters because if there is a tie between 2 players, those 2 players shoot again immediately. This means a player's shot cards can all be used up, and they may not have shot cards left if they are involved in multiple ties. Take a note that this is the moment in the game where a jam card can be played. I'll explain those details in just a minute. You will notice on the shot cards that the size and quantity of the BBs on the cards varies. 1 shot is the largest BBs, and 5 shot has the smallest BBs. 1 shot is a more powerful load than 5 shot in real life, and that is how it is in the game. 1 shot is the strongest, and 5 shot is the weakest. Therefore, a 1 shot beats a 2, which beats a 3, and so on. If a miss card is played on any duck, that means that everyone misses that duck and it flies away scot-free. Place that duck card in the discard pile and move on to the next. If no miss is laid, whoever has the strongest shot card wins the duck. If there is a tie, only the players involved in the tie shoot again to try and win the duck. Reveal who won for each duck card in play. Once everything has been settled, discard each of the cards into their respective discard piles. Back to the jam card. If you hold a jam card in your hand, you want to play this after everyone has laid their shot cards face down and before any are revealed. You will place the jam card face up on the player's shot who you want to jam. This means that that player cannot flip over that card and they cannot win or cause everyone to miss that particular duck. Before the next player goes, everyone should restock the boom cards in their hand until they have 7 cards. There is one other option for your turn. If you have a retriever card, you can discard this card instead of a card that calls in ducks, then choose a player to steal a duck card from. The player whose card is being stolen can shuffle their duck cards, and you must choose one at random. Choose a card, then your turn is over. If the player you choose to steal from also has a retriever, they can block the steal by playing their retriever card. Both cards are then discarded and the turn is over. You cannot reach your limit by stealing a duck card. Once you are at 6 duck cards collected, you can choose to discard your retriever or hold on to it for defensive reasons. If you are caught using the retriever card to finish your limit, the person you tried to steal from gets to steal a duck card from you. The round continues until someone limits. That means they win 7 duck cards, or until the duck card pile runs out. The player that reaches their limit first wins a limit bonus of 7 points. If 2 players reach their limit on the same play, they both get the bonus. Going over your limit is illegal and carries a harsh punishment. If you go over your limit, you forfeit all your duck cards, and you lose all your points for that round. Discard all your duck cards into the discard pile. You're disqualified for the remainder of the round and receive 0 points. Play continues until the next person limits or duck cards run out. Once the round is complete, each player adds up their points. Write the points down on a paper. Shuffle the cards, then start the next round. If that was the final round, tally up all the points and declare the winner. There are a few more aspects of the game that we didn't cover. Number 1, cards that must be played. If you have a card that calls in ducks at the beginning of a round, you must play it. Here's an example. A player may not want to call in 3 ducks if they are 1 duck away from limiting. But if the decoy spreader is the only card you hold in your hand that calls in ducks and it's your turn, you must play it. Number 2, if you are shooting shot cards at ducks, you must play a shot card if you have the opportunity and it is in your hand. Whether this is the first shot or settling a tie, you cannot hold on to shot cards. You can hold on to the miss cards and play those at a later time. Any duck cards that have been won must be placed in front of each player so that everyone can see them at all times throughout the game. When flipping over the duck cards, you will come across the banded card. This card doubles the points for the next duck that is drawn. The banded card stays with the duck throughout the whole round, whether it is discarded or stolen. The banded card does not count toward your limit. You will run low on boom cards throughout the round. Once the deck runs out, shuffle the cards and continue play. This will reintroduce any retriever cards or jam cards back into play, so be on guard. If you haven't purchased the game yet, give it a shot. This game is 100% unique. So many games out there are regurgitations of other games with new graphics. We designed this from the ground up with brand new mechanics that has never before been seen. There's a great mix of luck and strategy. It's easy enough for kids to learn, and there's just enough strategy to make it quite fun for adults as well. Plus, you get the added bonus of learning what real duck species look like, how to identify them, and learning a little bit about real duck hunting. In the description, you'll find a link on where to buy it, and also we'll put a coupon code where you can get 2 free random stickers with your purchase of Duck Duck Boom.